What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, retired, legendary, iconic Hall of Fame superstar boxer, now promoter and founder of Mayweather Promotions, the man known as Money, retired 50-0, Floyd Mayweather Jr., gets approached in what seems to be a attempt to revive a 23-year-old rivalry or a sparring session with Paul Spadafora. Okay, Paul Spadafora, the Pittsburgh Kid, 49 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, 19 wins by way of knockout. He's 46 years of age, 5'9" with a 69-inch arm reach. They had a glorified sparring session back in 1999, okay, in which it was said that Paul Spadafora got the best of Floyd Mayweather. Swelled up Floyd Mayweather's eye. Paul Spadafora's father said that Floyd Mayweather wanted to quit and asked him could he get out of the sparring session. The sparring session took place in Paul Spadafora's hometown in Pittsburgh, and Paul Spadafora, his father said that he told Floyd Mayweather, absolutely no way are you getting out the ring. This is going to have to continue. So Paul Spadafora, he fought up until July of 2014, in which he fought Hector Velasquez, and he got a unanimous decision victory. The only loss on his resume was November of 2013 when he lost to Johan Perez, a majority decision loss to Johan Perez. Prior to that, he had 1 draw, Leonard Doreen, back in May of 2003. Okay, but, you know, Paul Spadafora was on a tear, and he's a southpaw, and many people were saying that after the sparring session, you know, Floyd Mayweather was uncomfortable with, you know, trying to attempt to avoid a fight with Paul Spadafora, you know. So today, you know, at the Las Vegas Boxing Hall of Fame induction, Floyd Mayweather was on hand, and so was the Pittsburgh Kid, Paul Spadafora, in which Paul Spadafora, he attempts to approach and, you know, confront Floyd Mayweather, right? And in legendary status, and you know, and only a way Floyd Mayweather can do it, he completely ignores Paul Spadafora like he's not even there. Okay, the security didn't even truly want to, you know, Floyd Mayweather was with his security. They didn't even, you know, truly attempt to push Paul Spadafora. Paul Spadafora tried to stare him down, you know, tried to, you know, build up something, you know, try to revive that rivalry, okay? And Floyd Mayweather completely ignored Paul Spadafora. Now, people are saying that Paul Spadafora wants to do an exhibition with Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather is still doing exhibition. September 25th, I believe, he'll be in Japan, if I'm not mistaken, doing another exhibition bout. You know, Floyd Mayweather's older now, obviously. Paul Spadafora, 46 years of age. He has a good boxing career. 49 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw. Very, very good boxing career. But, you know, he's never been a world champion, been at the top of his game, you know, fought big names in his career. You know, so he's relatively unknown when it comes to that, okay? You know, he has challenged once for the lightweight, welterweight world title, you know, well, he was the IBF lightweight world champion, okay? The former IBF lightweight world champion, you know, he fought for the light welterweight, you know, world title, you know, but, you know, he's 46 years of age, you know, so obviously, you know, it will be huge, right, because of the storyline if we had an exhibition between Floyd Mayweather and Paul Spadafora, okay? That would be huge. You know, Floyd Mayweather, like I said, he's doing the exhibition bout. He's making his rounds. And Floyd Mayweather even talked about a possible, he's 45 years of age, okay? He just turned 45 in February, so next year he'll be 46 years of age. Paul Spadafora is already 46 years of age. And Floyd Mayweather even talked about a possible real fight, one more real competitive fight that counts against his boxing record. But it was said that, you know, it was going to be against, you know, UFC legend in a rematch, future Hall of Famer, and Conor McGregor, right? It seemed like that was going to be in September, but it got pushed back. So Floyd Mayweather, 50 wins, no loss, no draw. 27 wins by way of knockout. 45 years of age, 5'8" with a 72-inch arm reach. Paul Spadafora, he tried to rejuvenate that old rival and get some attention drawn to himself, and it didn't work. As he tried to confront Floyd Mayweather, Floyd Mayweather completely acted like he didn't even know who he was, didn't even acknowledge him. He was taking pictures, shaking hands and kissing babies, and he completely didn't even acknowledge Paul Spadafora, who tried his best to stare him down, confront him, stir up something, garner attention. You know what I'm saying? And again, like I said, it would be cool, to see, because of the way, it's being built up. Like Paul Spadafora, he just dominated Floyd Mayweather. He got the best of Floyd Mayweather, and Floyd Mayweather avoided him for his entire career. The rest of Floyd Mayweather's entire career, he avoided Paul Spadafora because he don't do well. That's where the whole mantra and the whole perspective that Floyd Mayweather doesn't do well with southpaws. That's where it came from. So if you look at this picture, right, you see Floyd Mayweather right here, and you see Paul Spadafora right here trying to confront Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather's security is right here, and then the rest of the security is behind him. And this young lady here is taking a selfie with Floyd Mayweather. But Paul Spadafora is here, and Paul Spadafora is trying his best to get to Floyd Mayweather, confront Floyd Mayweather, and stir up something, and like I said, rejuvenate some old history and build up a storyline. You can see Floyd Mayweather is completely not even acknowledging Paul Spadafora. A lot of people, again, like I said, when you reach the level of Floyd Mayweather, people, they go above and beyond to attempt to, try to create, a narrative that you're not as great as you are seen to be, right? As it's perceived that you are, so. People always going to look for any little thing to try to knock Floyd Mayweather down off his pedestal. And Paul Spadafora was one of the biggest hammers people was using to try and get Floyd Mayweather knocked down off that pedestal. And, he just didn't acknowledge it. I just think that, Paul Spadafora, he goes on to say, he don't care if Floyd Mayweather was, in his prime, was in the gym for a full time, was out the gym, because it was said that Floyd Mayweather was partying, he was hanging out, and he wasn't in shape. He wasn't focused going into that sparring session. But Paul Spadafora, his father, is saying that, that was just the cocky, arrogant mentality of Floyd Mayweather to believe that, Paul Spadafora, who was preparing for a world title fight, and getting in tip-top shape and in training camp, that Floyd Mayweather was just going to walk in the gym, completely out of shape, come to Paul Spadafora's backyard and dominate Paul Spadafora, and he got a wake-up call, right? So Paul Spadafora's father goes on to say that Floyd Mayweather's eye was swollen, and he wanted to quit. He wanted to get out, the sparring session, but Paul Spadafora's dad said, no, that's not going to happen, because we go by our rules here in this gym. You're going to respect our gym. I don't care what your father says, who your father is, meaning Floyd Mayweather Sr. He was with Floyd Mayweather Sr. at the time. Paul Spadafora was obviously older than Floyd Mayweather. So he's saying that, I don't care what your father says and how your father is and how you guys do things in your gym, but at the end of the day, we do things here our way, and you're going to respect our way, so you're going to have to stay in there, and you're going to have to continue to fight. And Floyd Mayweather was hurt. He was exhausted. You could see at the end of the sparring session, Floyd Mayweather was laying on the canvas. He, trying to catch his breath, completely out of shape. And Floyd Mayweather is on record saying that that's the first and the last time he will ever be caught that out of shape in his career. He will never let himself get that out of shape again in his career. And that was a lesson learned, okay? And so with that said, you can completely see, again, like I said, that Floyd Mayweather, he never was out of shape, right? So if that's the case, then, Paul Spadafora had an edge. You understand what I'm saying? He had an edge, and that edge was that Floyd Mayweather was out of shape, okay? And he used it, obviously, Floyd Mayweather was a massive commodity, at the time. And still is to this day. and Paul Spadafora used it as a springboard, right, to get himself, attention that he needed for his career. Now, it didn't pan out. He didn't become a massive superstar in the sport of boxing and, a pay-per-view household name and things of that nature. That never happened. You know what I mean? But he did get a lot of attention. When you Google Paul Spadafora, the first thing comes up is not that he's 49 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw. The first thing that's going to come up is that he gave Floyd Mayweather fits in sparring, and he got the best of him in sparring. Okay, and so you can hear in a clip that Paul Spadafora, he said to himself, now I know I could hang with Floyd Mayweather. Okay, I know I could do it, right? So
I'll take the other.
So listen.
Every bit of 12 rounds. A little bit more confidence, no matter if he's in a gym for it.
So
A little bit more confidence, no matter.
So Paul Spadafora is going to say that, the sparring session gave him a little more confidence. So which lets you know that, what the levels was. There was a level. Floyd Mayweather was on this level. Paul Spadafora was on a different level. He was a level below him because this sparring session gave Paul Spadafora it gave him the confidence that he needed to believe that he can compete with Floyd Mayweather moving forward. Then that tells you that Floyd Mayweather was up here and he was down here. But listen, what do you say?
He's a good fighter, great fighter, definitely a great fighter. But it made me have a little bit more confidence, no matter if he was in a gym for a day or in a gym for 6 weeks. I still know what's inside of him. I still know that I could compete with him for every bit of 12 rounds.
So there you have it. There you have it. So he tried to rejuvenate something that's clearly not there in the mind of Floyd Mayweather, who didn't even acknowledge him. So that's all I got for y'all. But it would be great. I would love to see an exhibition because of the storyline and the myth of the Paul Spadafora Floyd Mayweather sparring session has grown enormous. And so, you put them together in an exhibition, it would do huge because people would think that, oh, this is the guy that actually can beat Floyd Mayweather. It would be huge. So let's see how everything unfolds and Floyd Mayweather even acknowledge it. And that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV. All one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share the videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.